Okay, I see a timer. That's good. I'm just waiting for... There it is. Okay, showing live there. Okay. Switching to live chats. Go here. Wait for the pop-up. There it is. Switch to live there. Activate here. And we look like we're up and running. So now I have to click the button, which I'm glad I remembered to do for once. And let's do a quick verification here. And we'll say, oh, okay, so I'm going to say test 1. I heard it. I see it. There it is. Let's go to test 2. Excellent. And finally, let's do test 3. All 3 tests are showing up. I heard the beeps. I have my live page. That has been done. I can close this. I now just have to hit enter in a bunch of places. There we are. There we are. Yep. Yep. And I think that's the last one. Okay, we can now close all that. I don't need this anymore. And we are ready to go with 1.5 minutes. Okay, here we go. Where is my opening? Bang, there it is. Nope, I already checked everything. Amazingly, at under 2 minutes, all I have to do is move my keyboard and we are ready to go. Hold on, there we are. Okay, well, that's sideways, but I'll fix that. All right, unbelievable. Yeah, everything astonishingly appears to be working, and we're up and running at under 2 minutes. That's, I think, a first. I will give myself a congratulatory sip of water. Delicious. Okay, so planning, and I see all my alerts. That's a good sign. I am planning about a 45-minute stream this evening because that seems to be the amount of time before I know that the system won't crash. This system. I will be switching to a different system probably in the next few weeks. We're going to see how that works. But for now, we're going to stick with 45 minutes. So we're on this still. This, the Sun-Ra space guy. Actually, I don't know. Sun-Ra space person, creature. I don't even know if this is supposed to be a human being. I'm not even clear on what this is. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Really don't make a difference, to be honest. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and we're going to turn off the guide for a minute. There we are. And let's clean this up a bit. Smooth these out. As you can see, these are all just... I don't know what they are. I don't know what these are. These are just things. So where are the edges? Not those. Where's the edges of these? Hold on. Where are the lines? Oh, right there. Turn the assist off. Now this is the tricky bit. This is where the trick comes in. We need a very small eraser for this because I want these lines to be tight and sharp. So you don't want to over erase very much. See, now this. Gotta get that arc. Ooh, did it well, did it well. Okay. Oh, whoops, I forgot one of them. Hold on a minute. Let's see. So this, we need to erase there. And we need to erase there. Get rid of this. I'll have to do the same thing on the other side because I turned the assist off, which is fine. Not difficult, just something I have to do. Actually, wait a minute. Before I do that, I need to get rid of that line first. Because, there we are. Yeah, because I was erasing the wrong thing. That's why. What a non-surprise. There's always a little piece of dust. There we go. Got it. Always manages to be a really little tiny piece of dust on my screen. Where was that? Oh, I must have just not erased it on that side. Okay. Well, that's fine. Clean that. Let's clean this. Okay. I don't remember what I stopped on this one last time for some reason. Cannot for the life of me remember what the reason was. Okay, wait, what did I do on that side? Oh, got it. Yes, got it. That gets erased from there. This gets erased from here. This this gets erased from here. That's already erased. We gotta clean that edge there. Make that nice, clean, and clinical. That's not that line. That line there needs to be clean. There we are. Gonna clean this edge. Yes. And this edge. There we are. And this edge. Wait, is this my first stream of 2025? No, second one. That's right. I did another one. I should know. I just uploaded it to the channel today. Of course, I already forgot. Yeah, I forgot I did one. Couldn't remember. Could not remember. That's right. I did one last week. But it escaped my mind for a minute, and I couldn't remember. Yeah. Getting prepped. Not right this second, obviously, but I did some clipping for episode I'm recording tomorrow, which is going to be covering Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. I anticipate that is going to be a long episode, because I think there's actually a lot to say about that movie. We'll see, but that's my prediction, is that it will be a long episode. We'll see. We'll see. But I'd bet some money that of all the episodes so far, well, I shouldn't say all, we only did 2. The first 2 episodes did not go very far past 2 hours. They're right around 2 hours each. There 3 might go further. I will not be surprised at all if we go over the 2-hour mark, because I think there's a lot to talk about with that movie. Now, let's see, is anybody even watching right now? No, so I'm saying this to nobody. Actually, this stream potentially could hit the YouTube channel. Oh, no, it definitely will. It probably will hit it. So I guess it's a bit of a preview. If anybody who is seeing this wants a little bit of a preview on what I'm going to be saying in the Star Trek 3 episode. Saying it here, technically first on the live stream, but it doesn't really matter. But Star Trek 3, I have not, or had not, I should say, if I want to be technical, I had not watched Star Trek 3 in, I would have to say, at least 20 years. At least. It may even have been longer. I can't even remember the last time that I watched Star Trek 3. I own it. I've owned it for years and never got around to watching it. Or never, I shouldn't say get around to, never rewatched it, because I remembered it being not great. Now, it would be, what's the word? It would be inaccurate, I guess, to call it a good movie, because it certainly has problems. But at the same time, it's not as bad as I remembered it being, which is saying something. I'm happy to say that, actually. It's that. Okay, but I need to do the other line first. Hold on. Yeah. It's a very uneven film in that. Hold on. Wait a minute. Whoa, that line doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Yeah, that line doesn't make any sense. Okay. Yeah, I know what I need to do here. I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, this was a mistake. It's okay. I was bound to make one, so that's okay. I know how to fix that. That's okay. But yeah, that's not staying like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that line. Gotta do the same thing over here. Get rid of that. The other line's okay. That line's fine. Hold on. So that's that. I gotta get rid of the outer line. This one here. Actually, now that I think about it, no, that's okay. That's okay. This, switch to this one. Oh, come on, switch. There we go. Yeah, so Star Trek 3 is a film with some problems, but not as many problems as I remembered, which is interesting. There's things about it I actually legitimately like, which I would not have I would not have predicted that when I started watching it. I thought, oh, this is going to be a tough watch. Because I remembered it being bad. And it really isn't. I really don't think I can honestly say that it's a bad movie. It's just that it's perfectly fine for most of its time. There are some moments that are less good. That's being charitable in some cases. A lot of the humor, in my opinion, does not work. Just for me. I don't find that a good... There's a lot of... maybe a lot's the wrong word for it. There are several attempts at humor in the movie. A few work. A lot of it doesn't. A lot of it feels very out of place. And they would go back to humor in Star Trek in the next movie, in Star Trek 4. A movie that I don't think is bad, but I certainly do not think it's as good as a lot of people think it is. That's just me. I have felt for a long time that movie is held up far higher than it should be. Again, just me. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I am not the super fan of Star Trek 4 that a lot of people are. There we go. That's just me. To be honest, is this... No, it's not. I gotta switch the... Turn the assist on, switch to symmetry, and there we go. But I will say that Star Trek 4's humor, I think, does work better. I think the humor... Oh, boy, that's going to be an ugly half circle. Yeah, it's not going to work. I think Star Trek 4's humor... It might be even uglier. Oh, boy, yeah, is it? Okay, hold on, I just got to... You know what? I can't do this on the same layer. I got to do it on a separate layer. There we go. Star Trek 4 does get the humor better. I think its humorous moments work far more often than Star Trek 3's humorous moments do. There we go. Okay, let's turn that assist off. Let's see if that actually worked on the other... Oh, wow, it did. Okay, good. Good. I got lucky there. I turned the assist off, but that's good. I want the assist off for this. In 3, I just feel like a lot of it is not good. 3, honestly, the thing with 3 is... It starts off... I would say the beginning 20 minutes or so are not great. Not terrible, but it doesn't feel like it's going to become a very good movie. And then it starts building momentum. Starts kind of picking up the pace. Things start happening. Get some neat concepts that are introduced, and the movie starts to move. Why am I not seeing the... Wait a minute. Why am I not seeing the social stream thing? Why is it not showing up? It was working. Wait a minute. Wait. It was working. Where did it go? Show all windows. Hold on. Why? Where'd the little... Oh, I see him. Hold on. I just want to make sure of something. I just want to test something. Because I want to make sure that it didn't go out on me. Why is that showing up on the stream, though? It didn't recreate the window. Wait. Oh, I know why. That's my fault. Sorry. Let me fix that. I forgot I have to select that. I think it's this one. Yes, there it is. Okay, sorry. I just noticed it. Sorry about that. Okay. So yeah, Star Trek 3, it takes a while to get going. And I think that's its biggest problem. And I think a lot of people just... I don't know. I think they remember how long it took to get going. And that's all they remember. And that's unfortunate because I do think, in my view anyway, I think once it gets moving, once things start happening, it gets better and better and better. It starts picking up speed. And it starts really moving. And then at the end, you have this really interesting movie that, in some ways, if I'm being honest, feels like it's a bit of a redo of Wrath of Khan. It feels like it's redoing some elements. It is a direct sequel to Wrath of Khan. And I think that that's both good and bad because people remember Wrath of Khan. It's a different director. It's Leonard Nimoy, who plays Mr. Spock directing. Very different type of director than Nicholas Meyer, who would come back to do Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, which is a movie I really do love. Okay, let's do this again. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with Leonard Nimoy being a different director. I mean, you do want some difference. But I think, you know, you come off of Star Trek II, which many people felt, I did that wrong, save the franchise. I think that's a little over dramatic, but I understand that not everybody was a big fan of the first Star Trek film, the way I was. I love Star Trek 1. I think it's great. That was not the consensus at the time. So, you let that one go. Okay, fine. You know, Nicholas Meyer came in, did a movie a lot of people really, really love, and, you know, and I say it's an exaggeration to say it saved the franchise, but, you know, I don't know what the studios were saying in the background. They may have looked at one, which definitely wasn't a box office hit, and it wasn't, and whoa, that's bad. Why is it so off? Okay, yeah, this is not going to work. Well, actually, wait. It might work. It might work if I do this. Let me try something. Did I? Oh, wow. Yeah, why is that so weirdly off? Oh, I know why. Okay, got it. I didn't realize what I'd done there. Weird. It only inverted. Okay, whatever. Who cares? Let's just get rid of it. Okay. For some reason, it only inverted those other two lines. That's really strange. It doesn't matter, though. It really doesn't matter. So yeah, it's going back and watching it now, there's a lot about it I like. And there's a lot of things that, oh, sorry, I forgot. There's a lot of things about that movie that I think now that we're so far past it, because that was 1983, 4, whatever it was. You know, we're so far past that movie now that a lot of the things in that movie, I kind of forgot started in that movie, like the Klingons. The modern version of the Klingons is from that movie. That's where you see what really then, like, Next Generation picked up and ran with. That's there. So you think about it now, there's all this stuff we've just we've become accustomed to with Klingons that did not exist prior to Star Trek 3. And that's a really weird thing, because I don't think most people even... I had forgotten how much of the modern Klingon stuff was in there. I really didn't remember a lot of it. You know, including, as I've said many, many times, my favorite enemy ship... Well, my favorite non-Federation ship in all of Star Trek is first introduced in Star Trek 3, which is the Klingon Bird of Prey, which I think is a beautifully designed ship. I love it. The Excelsior, my favorite Federation ship. Not the Enterprise B, which is an Excelsior class, but is not the Excelsior. Many people make that mix up. But I don't like the lighting on... I don't like the Enterprise B's got this very... I don't even know what to describe the color as. It's not a color I like, but it's got that kind of like... Sorry about the yawning. But the Excelsior first shows up in Star Trek 3. It, you know, it doesn't perform all that well. It must be said, it's used as a kind of a punchline. It will come back to greater effect in Star Trek 6. I'm very happy to say. But yeah, hey Harrison, happy, what is it, Monday. Happy Monday. Unless you're in... Is Japan a day ahead? No, actually, wait a minute. London, too. London is... Sorry, London, it would be Tuesday already. It'd be very early if you were in London. Because I know London is 8 or 9 hours ahead. So, Unless you're in one of those countries, in which case I would say Happy Tuesday. But yeah, let's see. I think most of the world is living in the future. Well, that's true. I mean, the future is now, depending on how you look at things. Every minute that we move into is literally the future. So, you make an excellent point. But yeah, the Excelsior is in 3. Which I love that ship. And the Bird of Prey is in 3. So, like I said, I kind of forget that too. I just kind of had this memory of 3 being not a good movie. And I don't think that's a fair assessment. I really don't. I can't call it a bad movie. It definitely has moments of uneven execution. That is probably its greatest sin. And like I said, the humor doesn't work a lot of the time. Which, you know, I think it's obvious they're trying to do humor. That's the problem. The Roblox brain rot. Well, you know, honestly, you can accuse virtually everything of brain rot. I'm talking about Star Trek, and I've heard people say the same thing about it. It's all the same. Brain rot can come in many forms and many variations. That's the nature of our brains. They work in weird ways sometimes. Okay. I'm trying to think of how to do this. How do I want to do this? Wow, I would never have described that emoji as red-faced droopy eyes, but that's apparently what the descriptor says. I've gotten those descriptions really, really wrong before, too. Things don't usually look the way that I think they do, according to the emoji council or whatever they're called. I know there's a name for the group that decides on the emojis. I can't remember the name. It's not the emoji council, but it's something like that. It's like the emoji consortium or something like that, which I thought was a joke for a long time. But no, in fact, it exists. It's a real thing. So I'm sure that those individuals would disagree with me that it doesn't look the way I think it looks, but that's okay. And actually, I don't know if it actually... I don't know if that's a really good description, because that's the Streamlabs software interpreting what Twitch is interpreting. So who knows what the true description by whoever created it, or certified it, would actually say. And honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever, whether it looks like its description or not. That's the fun thing. Stuff can look wildly different than the description. Okay. Let's see. Oh man, sorry about yawning. I really try not to. It just keeps happening. It's like a automatic response. All right, let me take a quick look at something here. Merge that down. Okay, now. I don't know if I want to invert this. And then do a... Well, TikTok kicked me off for reasons that have never been explained. And I'll be honest, I don't mind it. Or sorry, I don't miss it. I would love to know what reason they had to kick me off, since I had only been on there about 2 weeks, but I have my hunches as to why, and I don't think it has anything to do with anything I was doing or posting. I think it had to do with the ban being announced that who knows if it's actually going to happen or not. We'll see. Well, that's, the reality is, as much as there's, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. As much as there's so much content now on so many different platforms, there's this idea that there's just so much, it's overwhelming, you can't possibly watch all of it. But I mean, that is true to an extent. But, you know what, honestly, I'm fine. I never got what a lot of people like out of TikTok. It was never for me. I was on there because a friend suggested. I was like, oh, your stuff would probably do well on there. But honestly, I don't care. Yeah, maybe. I can't imagine for what. but maybe they did. Like I said, I took it as a sign. I went, yeah, you know what? I was never that enthusiastic about it to begin with, so this is just a good excuse not to bother. I don't think everybody has to be on every single thing either. I think a lot of people get locked into this idea that they have to be on every single platform, everywhere, all the time, doing stuff day and night. You know what? I'm okay not doing that. Hey, some people are. And let's, you know what? Here's another thing too. It's a platform that I think it's made for, and the people who use it best are people who are a lot younger than me. So, I mean, the no views thing, it's hard to say why people get views or don't get views. I don't even think it has to do... I don't think it really has to do with the quality of what you're doing. I really don't. I think that a lot of the thing that is interesting and sometimes bad, but sometimes not bad, what makes all these services interesting to be on. I am 46, so pretty old for TikTok. Yeah. I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's made for me. So, and that's, like I was saying, the thing about TikTok and all these platforms is, you really, sometimes people think they've got these algorithms figured out. Oh, it's this, it's this, it's this. People think they've got the system figured out. And then for some reason, yep, 46, 4-6, you got it. And then something becomes popular and nobody can figure out why. So I'm not convinced that anybody has these systems as figured out as they claim they do. I think a lot of people are guessing, and things sometimes just hit for some reason. And there's no actual explanation for it. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just for some reason it's appealing. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't like that. Yep. Yeah, I'm old. It happens. Most people, eventually it's going to happen. Not much you can do about it. You know, I don't even mind. To be honest, aging doesn't bother me the way it bothers some people. It beats the alternative. I'm going to drop that down to like 35. But yeah, I really think that was part of the reason. I think I'm going to make that a shadow. So if that's going to shadow, let's see if I can make this. Trains? Well, Well, trains are tricky because I think most people don't even think about them. You know what I mean? It's not, it's one of those things where, I don't know if I went too far on that. No, I'm good on that. Trains are interesting. I don't, trains. I mean, I'd never say I was all that enthusiastic about trains, but then again, I mean, I like that there are trains because I don't like flying. And honestly, if there was a train that made decent time, if there was a train that didn't take, I'm trying to remember. I think there is a train that goes across the entire United States. But I don't remember how long it takes to get from like San Francisco to New York. But I'd rather take a train than fly, even though, you know, the flight only takes 6 hours. If there was a train that could, I don't remember, I'm trying to remember. I think there is one that goes across. Thomas the Tank Engine came after my time. I mean, I know what it is. I remember seeing it. But you know what? Oh, I'm a moron. I just realized something. Why am I doing it this way? I should be doing it with the shadow thing. But yeah, that was after my time. Okay, that line looks terrible. Hold on. There we go. Just arc it a little bit. There we go. Now instead of having it there, let's just drop this down. Ah, much better. But, you know, like I said, I'm older, so that's why. Thomas the Tank Engine started in 1984. No way. Really? It's that old? The show? Oh, okay. I was going to say the book. Oh, yeah. No. The books. But I don't... Well, no, wait a minute. Now that you say that, hold on. I may have read some of the books. Hold on a minute. Let me look at the old books. That's right. I forgot they were books first. Hold on a second. I'm curious now. Thomas the Tank Engine. Because I was going to say, I know I didn't watch the show. Wow. Actually, apparently it started in 1946. Holy cow. Wow. 1946? That's unbelievable. Holy cow. Wow. Man. Wait a second. This show is this old? Hold on a minute. Wait. Hold on a minute. When does the first... Okay, well, it was British too. So that's the other thing, is it may not have been here when I was very young. I don't remember the show. The book, I am thinking now maybe I did read. Okay, the first series of 26 stories were in the United Kingdom in 1984. Okay, so you're right about the television series. Shining Time Station. Okay, yes, I must have seen this. Because I remember Shining Time Station. Because George Carlin was there. All right, 91 and 93. All right, I do remember some of this stuff. So, okay. The reason all right. So what I saw was Shining Time Station, which Thomas the Tank Engine was part of, but wasn't the main thing. Now it's making more sense, because I'm sitting here going, how could this be this old and I didn't see it at all? Well, okay, I did. I wasn't watching what the kind of the next version of it, where it really was just about Thomas the Tank Engine and it wasn't more of a anthology thing. I know what Wales is. I've never been there. Oh, then no, I do not. I thought you meant the country. Or is it a country? I think it's a country. But no, I don't know the railway. Nope. The only railways I know are Amtrak and, well, I suppose Bay Area Rapid Transit is a railway. Well, it's a rail service. I don't know how the terms are strictly defined. So I may be mixing some things up there. But that's all I know on. I rode Amtrak all the time. So I know that. But I do not know Wales. No. Can't say that I do. All right, I gotta be careful here. What am I at time-wise? Okay, got it. I'm sticking to 45 minutes since the last time I did a stream. It crashed at right around an hour, so I'm gonna try to head that off this time. Sir Hadel, Wales. Let's take a look. Sir Hadel, Wales. Okay, it helps to spell it correctly. There we go. Sir Hadel, Wales. Sir Hadel, Wales. Hold on. Oh, I see what I did. I spelled that wrong. Sir Hadel, Wales. Handle? Is it Handle? Not Hadel. Handle. Let's see. Oh, no, wait. What's this? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Man. I cannot believe this thing is that old. Sir Handle. I cannot believe Thomas the Tank Engine is that old. That's astonishing. That is just astonishing to me. But, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. There's lots of stuff that I've found out is a lot older than I thought it was. So, see? Learn something new every day. That's the saying, and it is correct. Alright, so I gotta do a shadow kind of there. Now I gotta be careful how I erase that. Oh, no, you know what I gotta do? I need to do a second layer, because that's not gonna work. I already can tell you that's not gonna work. So we're gonna drop this down to 35. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a second shadow here, which joins up there. And then we're going to do a third layer. And I'm going to drop it down to 35 again, just so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to do another shadow right here that loops around and comes up. And do some of that. There we go. All right, now for the tricky bit, which is... Actually, you know what? This doesn't have to be that tricky at all when I think about it. Because I just have to get rid of the parts that go into the... What is that? That little line there? Hold on, I gotta fix that, because if I forget about that, I'm gonna be real annoyed with myself. So let me just fix that little line there. Okay. Okay, hold on a minute. Where's that one? Not that one. That one. Yeah, that line is not smooth enough at all. That's it. Okay, so let's get rid of this. And get rid of all this. Wow, really? I managed to miss this one little bit. Oop, there we go. Okay, got it. Sweep that in there. Hold on, I gotta track that. And track this out. Track this out. That over here. And let's see, hold on a minute. Bring that through there. Cut that in there. Did I? Which one is that one? That's this one. How did I do that? Unbelievable. It's alright, I'll just redo it. I obviously cut in too far. Luckily, these are all on different layers, so it's not a huge deal. Okay, now, this one has to cut. Oh, wrong layer. This layer. There we go. There. We cut. Oops, not that. We cut up here. Like this. Cut into here. Cut right in there. Up through here. Wipe all that out. And then if it's, it does not, I don't have to go into the dark blue with this because I've got the other layer for that. So we're good there. Now, hold on. Yeah, so that should look like that, except I went a little too far, but I'll just do a slim pen for this. That's easy. All right, now, this comes back on. Okay, so here's the trick to do all this. So I'm going to max black that, right? I think this is going to work. We'll see. Max black that. Max black that. Now, I go down, and I go down, and then I make the whole thing, perfect, 35%, and it leveled out all the areas, and now I've got my shadows in there, so that's good. So now, all right, let me think about this. So now I have to figure out, I'm going to have to do more accent lines. Interesting. Hold on, I'm thinking about this. I think I'm going to have to do more accent lines inside this plate here. So if I'm going to do that, I need to have my drawing guide for symmetry on. And I need to go above this. And I guess line 2, put the white pen, check. Yep. Turn the symmetry on. Okay, now let's think about how we're going to do this. Oh, I got something on the screen. There we go. Wow, we're at 40 minutes already? Oh, wow, that went by really quick. See, I want this to be a little bit more organic. I don't want to just follow all the same stuff. I want there to be some variation in this. But I don't quite know what I want it to be yet. So this may end up getting completely redone. I don't know yet because I'm just kind of experimenting. Because I don't like I said, I don't want it to just be all the same thing. I want there to be some kind of difference in all these different like plates and pieces. But I don't know if this is going to work. I'm really just trying this out. But that, you know what, doesn't look terrible to me. But this is definitely one of those things. Actually, it's a good place for me to bring the stream to a close. So this worked out because I don't know if I'm going to like this next time I look at it. This is one of those where I'm going to come back to it and say, okay, do I like this, or was this a really, really stupid idea that I don't enjoy at all? And I don't know the answer to that yet. And that's why I like stepping away from something and then coming back to it and seeing if I like it or not. Because I don't, well, that, I know I don't like that. Actually, I wonder if I need to do more like something like this. And have it fanning out a little bit, or at least having a little bit more of a kind of pattern to it. I don't know. See, it's tough to say because I'm literally just making this stuff up. So it's like, well, does this look right or does it not? But that's what I mean about sometimes it's good to just step away from something and not look at it for a couple days and see if I still think it was a good idea. Might be. I don't know yet. I don't hate this. I just don't know if it really goes with everything else or not. And I don't think I'm going to know until I just don't look at it for a little bit. I will make that one oval. I'll make that oval. Oops, not that oval though. I don't like how it blobs. There's got to be a way to fix that. I'll have to figure that out. Yeah, that might be okay. I don't know that I dislike it. I just don't know that if I like it or not. I just have to see. Okay. Yeah, that's... Now, what did I do on these other ones? Let me see. This is what? That's a 25%. So I drop this down to 25. Oh, wait. Merge down. Then turn the assist off real quick. Let's get the eraser. Let's erase what's out of the boundaries here. Since I know I'm not going out of the boundaries on it. And then I'm going to bring the stream to a close because I feel like I've been lucky in that it's, well, number one, I'm just trying to avoid that 45 or that hour limit thing because it just feels like that's when the stream decides to crash, at least on this machine, till we can test it on another one. Which, like I said, should be able to do in a few weeks and see if the process still happens. If it does, then it's something more fundamental. But I have a hunch. I think it's a combination of things, honestly. So we'll see. But let me just get rid of that. Okay, now. Oops, missed a few. Get this stuff. And we'll do that. Okay. And then if we drop that down to 25%. Yeah, I don't know. If I invert it. No, I don't necessarily hate that. Well, I don't hate it right now. That could change. For right now, I'm kind of okay with it. Ooh, that's interesting. Make it more subtle. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to stop right here, and I'm just going to let this image breathe a bit. And then I'll come back and look at it. But, so let me do that. Yeah, I'm just going to let this sit and think about, and not look at it for a day or two, and then come back to it. Because to me, that's a really good thing to do when I'm not completely sure about an idea I have. So, and we're at the 45-minute mark anyway, so that's perfect. So if the stream were to crash, at least I was already wrapping up anyway. So, thank you for stopping by and watching live. And thank you, Harrison, for making me discover, or helping, I should make, for allowing me to discover that Thomas the Tank Engine is way older than I thought it was. I was feeling old at first, and now I don't feel so old because Thomas the Tank Engine is way older than I am. So that's amazing. I did not know that. So, like I said, you learn something new every day. All right, everybody. Well, I think I'm gonna say maybe Thursday or Friday I'll probably do another stream, I think. That's my guess right now. I don't know for sure, but that's what I think. But anyway, thank you for coming by. And if you're watching this later, thank you for watching this later. It doesn't matter to me whether people come by live or if they watch it later on. All this stuff ends up on the YouTube channel. So I'm just appreciative that people watch it all. So anyway, thank you for being here. And now go watch somebody else do something creative. Do something creative yourself, because it's good for you. It's good for your mind, your body, and your soul. And if there's a creator that you like, and I'm not talking about myself here, I'm talking about somebody else whose stuff that you really like, and you can support those people, because creators, it's not easy being a creator. I can tell you that. So I know there are people out there who are struggling. So if you are a fan of a creator and they could use your help in any way that you can help, try to help them out, because I guarantee you they appreciate it way more than you're ever going to know. So yeah, go find a creator that you like and help them out in some way, whether that's monetarily, whether that's trying to get other people to see their work, or whether it's just telling them that you like what they do. Just that simple little thing, it means a lot to people. So yeah, that's it.